Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails for Daybreak, where we are, in Edith and want to basically do our talking rounds today. So, anyway, I think we were here, right? No. Huh? Maybe? Hawker's been busy lately, can't even get away on his lunch anymore. They're saying all that mafia business has been put to bed, but the insurance company he works at is still buried in claims. I can only hope stuff settles down by the time the festival rolls around. If not, kids are gonna lose it. Yeah? 3 days into the festival, we've got one last big push. Taste testing the special menu, ordering enough ingredients, managing reservations. There's a lot of work to be done, so time to roll up my sleeves and put my back into it.
Theo shall assist. Activating support program.
Man, having Theo around is a huge help. Agreed, and we'll help whenever we have a chance to. Let's make this Revolution Festival the best it can be. Oh, thank you all so much. Expect some tasty treats as thanks. Place is really booming now, ain't it?
Theo shall assist. Activating support program. Theo can now process 5 individual accounts within 0.1 seconds, thanks to recent refactoring.
Well, damn, how we're supposed to compete with that? The festival menu is always a big hit, but I can't get complacent. Gotta give it 100% every year, no exception. Make sure you guys get back early. Need some folks to taste test some new dishes I'm working on. Really? Yay, can't wait, your cooking is always so good. That got your attention real fast, huh, small fry? And now me, I'm interested in the adult munchies. Got anything that goes well with a cold one? You can find out when you do your job, you little brat. Quit slacking. He does like to chew Aaron out, but something tells me he'll have some snacks for him anyway. Gang's really settling in, aren't they? Aaron's already drinking the place dry. Can't rest on my laurels here, there's always pressure to come up with some new stuff. Make sure you get home early today, I've got some work in progress dishes I want you to taste test. Listen up, no slacking off, got it? Judith is sitting here? So this is where you snuck off to, huh? You blend right in already. I gotta say, this place nails both the food and the vibe. I think it's going on me. Oh, by the way, I heard the Edith Girls collection is the night of a festival. I've been scaling back my work ever since the festival, but the EGC is one stage I can't ditch. It's very near and dear to my heart. I plan to at least give you opening remarks. Oh, that reminds me, I need to pick out a dress. Yeah, we know she's not here. It's Burgert's Auber bike. And Vine's car. Eddie? I wish I could find a darker spot, too much light here. What, you got a problem? I ain't doing anything wrong, so piss off.
Welcome! Thanks for stopping by.
Hey Chris. Alright, what have we got? Burned out lights in the 10th District High Street. District 2 has a building with faulty HVAC. Go figure, I had to trudge all the way out there. I'll tackle that after lunch. This time of year is always a mess. All the holidays and celebration bring in all the jobs. It would sure be nice if Rebecca could help with festival prep out in the field, but... well, that's a no-go for obvious reasons. She can at least talk to people once she feels comfortable around them. But when she meets someone for the first time, it's like she's seeing a ghost. Kinda dropped by recently and we've got to catch up for a little while. Now that things are finally settled down, she's continuing her studies over at Sylvie's place. I'm glad for her. She really is strong-willed. I'd love to go and visit her, but I can't. Not hurt. I'm such a mess. Kinda such a strong girl. She handles the outside just fine. But then look at me.
Now then.
Hey,
Yuck. I just can't catch a break. My kingdom for another look at the vixen. I've only seen her in passing, but she steals my heart every time. Oh, Judith? My guy, just quit while you're ahead. Anya was just over the moon this morning. Apparently we're doing some special class at Sunday school today. As a parent, I'm happy to see the school so engaged with its students. I appreciate how they tweak and refine the lesson plans as they go. Anya may be wise beyond her years, but she still has much to learn. I want her to soak up everything she can, but she's still young and curious. Yeah, the old lady is there, the merchant from. Anyway, I have to get dinner ready. Let's discuss this over dinner, okay? So, but how are your grades? No. That's not what I should be talking about. I just don't really know where to start. Yeah, these three have a lot to talk about. What's gotten into you two? You're all normal until this morning, now you're all soft and stuff? Fine, I'll take the medicine, okay? And thanks, I guess I owe you.
The goddess of the sky is always watching over us.
Over these last 2 weeks, I've made a point of being an ear for the townsfolk's troubles. I believe that is the first step toward overcoming their woes. Having someone who will listen can help them open up and understand themselves better. A broken heart is not easily mended. Many still carry those wounds inside them, unseen and untreated. I wish to give them a shoulder to lean on, an ear for their troubles. I wish to heal them, not just as a clergyman, but as a neighbor and a friend. Today's Sunday school session was a rousing success, due in no small part to Sister Miria. She's grown much in her time with the church. I think she might be ready to take on more responsibility.
Right.
I asked Gin for her help with today's special lesson, and I'm glad I did. She just has so many fascinating stories to tell. I learned a thing or two myself. And my goodness, her kids had so many curious questions for her at the end. I knew I was right to ask her. Oh, before I forget, Curtis' family got things worked out. That's all good now. Good for them. Ain't never my problem anyway. Never once who got all pissed about it. They better get their heads screwed on straight before they come yowling at me again. Hey, so the Revolution Festival is coming up, right? The Revolution Festival? Of course it is, you little brats. Remember the date. What's up with her? Hey, so the Revolution Festival is coming... What? To talk to you? History is just... I don't know, I don't like it. But then my mom and dad named me Fashina Dirk, of all people. How am I supposed to fill her shoes? I just want to be an ordinary girl. Why did mom and dad have to name me after her? You stick with that name and you'll like it, you ungrateful little... sorry! I wish I had a name like a book character, not some old history thing. But Yin makes history really interesting. Her stories don't feel like a class at all. I'll try and pay attention today. Oh, Miss Gin, I have a question. Have you always been running a candy shop? I said tobacco, not candy. It ain't for kids, you hear? Back then, well, can't get too deep into that. I was pretty popular, that's all I say.
Right.
Oh, Grandpa told me about that. So, Mummy was telling me about withers she wants to buy? What does Riverside Market mean? You mean Riverside Market, little lady? Mm-hmm. Santa Mache came around about the same time. Now that it's split up into these 9 districts. Miss Gin tells some really cool stories. Wanna hear them? We'd love to, but we're in the middle of work. You'll have to share them with us later. Be a good girl and listen closely for us, okay? Okay, okay. Kina, all I really know about her is that she's stubborn as a mule. But she's pretty fun to listen to. She's lived a lot and seen a lot, so she's got plenty of stories to tell. And then my hat's off to Sister Myriad too. She planned the whole thing.
Kids are always so full of energy.
Oh, it's just terrible news. The Revolution Festival has been delayed. You serious? Because a ghost from 130 years past has risen from the grave and rent the Ventel district asunder? No way. It's taking the present hostage the government has sent Judith to negotiate. What? This is... well... yeah. Man, these stories are getting kinda old. Ever thought about writing a book, Grandma? You're good at fiction. How did my story not land? I thought I would get more of a rise out of you than that. Yeah, I learned to pick up on it. I know that stuff is fun for you, but don't go overboard, okay?
Now then.
I just have to think of something more impactful next time. Something more upfront shocking. I'd better polish my skills before the festival, lest I sully the big mom's good name. Good for you, Granny. I steer well clear of that.
So...
Oh. You're telling me the dog speaks cat? That's whack. And he got himself into the neighborhood kitty clique too. Looks like Mrs. Kitty's higher up on the food chain. Everybody's got their gremlins, I guess.
Now
Eddie came back home the other day, but he told me he's just crashing here. Turned his nose up to helping around the house. What's my boy thinking? He's just roaming the streets without a thought in that head of his. Ah well, I've tried all I can. I guess I have to just let him be. Anyhow, is there anything you need? I can ring you up here. With the festival coming out, it's a good idea to buy your gifts and other stuff early. You never know when the rush will hit.
Looking is always free, you know.
No, nothing special.
Come
Please,
back for
nothing
more
more-
anytime. Okay.
Nothing I need. By the way, things I need. Do I have still? No, I used it by now. Okay, so Jess is at home? Today's the day. My record's on the shelves now. My big debut's done and over with, but I'm still just as restless as I was before. Maybe I should hit up the record stores and see what people think. I do kinda wanna see Raymond's jacket cover in action. My plan is to put on a little show tonight to celebrate my debut. It'll be at the usual spot, the Blue Score. The owner there has really helped me out. I need to give this performance my all. It's the least I can do to pay his kindness. Good on you, Jess.
Say, why not take...
I do a jacket cover for Jess's new record. It's not exactly high art, but I heard it's getting good reviews. He is hoping it gives his sales a little shot in the arm. Right, my actual job. Feel free to take some flowers with you if you're so inclined.
Say, why not take some flowers with you?
Lilac ribbon for Ren.
I hope I see you again.
I had hoped for that. Riverside.
On my way.
Lodi? Lodi. Now that things are back to normal, it's off to work I go with all faithful here. If I don't start now, I'm never gonna make up for the lost time during lockdown. Selma's in higher spirits now, which is good. Maybe I ask her to hang out later. The idols aren't here? Maybe they're elsewhere. Ah, Natalie is the other, the country singer. She will. Sailor and I have been talking, so all I gotta do is lay it out and... Whatever, just take care of it. Just keep in mind we have our own bottom line to look out for. The most we can stall is 2 weeks. Okay, thank you so much.
Well, if it isn't Van.
The streets are quite shaken after the aftermath of that A incident. It's going to be a while until things settle down, so take care of yourself. If any new info comes in, you'll be the first to know.
I'll take your order. Come back and play soon.
Miss Kokona, you're not gonna believe this. Oh goddess, do I even want to hear about it? You remember that Reader's Choice poll I brought up the other day? You won first place! And that's not all, the editorial department's been flooded with fan mail, congratulations! Oh really? It just goes to show that all my work finally paid off. Thank you so much for your support all this time, Colonel. I owe you one. But I didn't do anything. This was all you, Miss Kokona. Speaking of which, I look forward to seeing what you cook up for your year-end special. Huh? Special what now? Oh, did you not mention that part? The grand prize winner gets to have a one-shot special published. What? Think you can get us 16 pages in 3 days? No, I don't actually. What the hell, Conan, you jerk? Please don't be mad. I'll do anything I can to help you through it. Anya's doing funny things.
Now then.
No one's gonna believe our comeback. We turn the tables on Shino and be the best ones in Riverside. But we won't win if we don't come up with a tasty new menu. It's time to debut a brand new menu. Shino will rue the day she decided to set up shop anywhere near us.
Well...
I wasn't planning on adding anything to the menu this year, but having a limited special for a festival is a great idea. There's a whole lot of demand for regular menu items as is, so stacking on new prep time on top of that's gonna be a real hassle. But I ain't worried, not with Primo around. We should be able to handle it between the two of us.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Yummy!
There's Selma? It's nice to be able to run again. It feels like things are finally back to normal. I couldn't go jogging at all during lockdown. I barely started, my legs already feel like jelly. How easy can fall out of shape. I'm not letting that happen again. Just have to pick up a pace to make up for lost time. The Revolution Festival is right around the corner, so we are brainstorming for an event to put on. We're always looking to improve our driving technique. Nothing wrong with having a little fun while you're at it. I know Juniper is real excited for it. I guess I'm starting to get pumped about it too.
A sign that this is set to be a boisterous one.
Woohoo, I finally found it! Finally gonna get to install my brand new engine! No way, really? Damn, I'm green with envy. How did you even find an engine that fit? I'm pretty sure your car only meant to take its exact custom engine. Must have been a tough find. Not as tough when you got my uncle's know-how and my mechanical prowess. Weight distribution's gonna be a way different, but this will put me in another class on the track anyway. Just you sit tight, you little Kabul. You're about to be the hottest comet on the circuit. The excitement's infectious. Can't blame her. Ain't gonna be long before my sweet little Nightbreaker gets the same treatment. And off you go, you're like a kid that don't shut about their toys. Oversized toys. My darling Kabul is finally gonna get a serious upgrade. I can't wait! But my uncle said he wouldn't help me here. So it's all up to me here. Don't worry, darling, I'll make you shine. I finally came across a decent used engine. I've been hunting one for a while. The universe said she'd be willing to work for free for a year. It's an offer I couldn't turn down, so I signed her on. But I don't intend on tightening a single screw for her. She's doing all the oil changes and maintenance by herself from here on out.
What'll it be?
A gift for Burgert? A bike helmet.
Come again.
Traffic is heavy across.
Yeah, we talked to you three already. The citizen has started to regain a sense of normalcy, albeit small. It does bring me joy seeing people moving on slowly. We can never take back what has already been lost, so all we can do is move on. Sorrow and grief still plague us all. I pray for the souls of those gone, and for those left behind to mourn them. I've heard tell that the incident could have been racially motivated. To think such hatred for one's neighbors brought this tragedy about. A wound left behind is deep, and maybe it shall never heal. We must reunite in prayer, however, and support those affected the most. The sorrow and despair are too heavy for one to bear alone. We must unite in prayer to lift up those who need it most. Always. Ow, it hurts, ow! But I bet it hurt even more than Honey and the others. What happened? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about it. Damn it. But you hurt. Yes, after what happened when hearing about the events in Russian, Loska hasn't been himself lately. I believe he picked a fight with some miscreants in town today. A kid like him shouldn't write checks his skinny wrists can't cash. You ain't exactly picky with targets when you just gotta lash out. Anyone will do. Especially when Armada's out of the picture now. Probably bit off more than he could chew with some punk that looked like he'd fit right in with Armada. Yeah, so what? What do you care anyway? Everyone's gone already, even the bad guys, and I couldn't do anything. Yeah, I was thinking I could become a bracer. Turns out I'm useless. Worthless, damn it. So that's what this is all about. I don't think this is something he can punch his way out of. But is there anything else he can really do? If there is, we ain't gonna be the ones finding the answer to that for him. Best relieve him be. We're keeping Lashka here at the temple for the time being. I worry most about his mental health considering everything that's happened. But all we can do for now is look after him.
Okay.
Now damn it, oh! Yeah, he was the boy from Krail. I'm glad the Mafia's got it all, but Lashka's still not going too good. I make sure and pray every day for those who've lost their lives, so their souls can rest in peace. I wanna pray every day too, but I always forget. So pray twice as hard for me, Rooney. You know prayers aren't effective unless you do them yourself, right? Don't worry, Rooney, you're like a grown-up, so I'm sure Arusha will listen if it's you asking. Haha, here's hoping. Rooney's always trying to act all grown-up, but he's a big softie. He's a bit of a coward, but he's always nice. I'm sure Arusha will hear his prayers. Come. I'm gonna go to church to pray. I'm real worried about Lashka. He hasn't been doing well lately.
Don't think I've seen you before.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
Yo, got a new flavor in stock if you wanna check it out. Twice the cost, but twice the concentration, or twice the high. And it's no more addictive than the weaker stuff. Wanna give it a shot? Can't say I do, sorry, I'll pass. Ah, that's a shame. I worked hard on it for the festival, you know. Made sure it's worth a price. But now always, if you don't want it, you don't want it. Oh, and I still got all my usual stock in case you're craving something else. It's kinda weird. It's still dark and gloomy down here, but it feels like everybody's really excited. I guess even the Blacklight District gets swept up in the festival cheer. I wish you'd try the new stuff. I poured a ton of work into it for the Revolution Festival. Just know it's worth your while. But hey, you do you. I still got all my usual stocks, so whatever you're in the market for, I've got you.
What will it be? I'll be seeing you.
I can't go back to the surface anymore. I've got debt collectors on my tail, so I'm just stuck down here now. I'm just trying to make ends meet, landing whatever clients I can. It's not the worst I could be doing, but... is this really how the rest of my life goes? I'm not exactly getting any younger here. Not that there's any use worrying now. It's not like I can just snap my fingers and change the way I live this late in the game. I've got to sell off that lovely waste today. Business just booming these days. I'm on cloud 9. Ah, now you don't look very sunny. What got you down? We drove out with Almataguns for good, yeah? What better reason to go out and party?
Oh, I've got some fine wares for sale. Ha! Best come again soon.
Mercy, am I relieved this Armata messes yesterday's news? I read all about it. They said you took down that rotten old Dantes. And thanks to you, Blacklight's nice and peaceful again. I can get back to selling my shooty stabbies for a festival. And other things. Other things? If you're trying to joke, it's not very funny. Oh dear, I'm sorry, didn't mean to offend. I may be jocular, but I'm no joker. You see, Jaeger types tend to wash up here around festival time, and they don't have any other work. That's good news for me. Oh, I never thought about that before. I guess it makes sense. Oh, that sounds amazing. Kinda wanna see it for myself now. You might wanna think twice before you go rolling around with them. This place gets real rowdy once the festival rolls around. I can just tell this year's festival is going to be a real boon. I have to stock up in advance so I can have everything for everyone. Landmines, RPGs, chainsaws, submachines, and jamming devices too. Those have been a real hot commodity lately. It's hard getting my orders through to the manufacturers. I simply must strike while the iron's hot.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Nothing new? Not terribly bad, but... the speed is interesting here.
We await your next visit.
Hey, what's a Rebellion Festival? Mommy, the others keep talking about it. Is it like a celebration? One of those? I went to one with Mommy at the Colosseum. Is this like that? Mommy asked if I want to go, but I don't know if I want to, cause like... You have no idea what it is, huh? I don't know what the Revolution Festival is. But I bet it's great. I get to be with Mommy, and being with Mommy makes me super duper ultra extra happy. What a farce, having my funding cut off was bad enough. Now people are accusing me of working for Armata. Can you believe that? I couldn't care less what happened to those goons. The last thing I need is the authorities going after me. What's got your panties in a bunch, old man? Yay, barkeep. Get the stuffy fart some drinks. The man's still too sober and that won't do. You stay out of this, you backward cretins. You people epitomize everything I detest. You and this wretched district are the scum of the earth. I pull this whole blood-sucking weed from the ground up if I have to. That is my duty to this fine country. Oh, I remember this racist prick. Still up his own ass from the sound of it. Think I'll just leave him be for now. He won't be causing any trouble looking as scrawny as that. Everybody here will just laugh at him. Despite calling themselves the Patriot League, those spineless fools are all too quick to silence us actual patriots. We are dying breed, I tell you. The more they reject us, the more they kill the idea of patriotism itself. Surely there must be someone who sympathizes with us. Someone who truly cares, but where? Where are they hiding?
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
I'm not really doing anything for the festival. I mean, I'm not Calvadian, and even if I were, this isn't exactly the most festive block in town. But everybody else is going on about it, of course. I think I ought to let Yota walk around if he wants to. I do want to show him what the surface is like. The real world, so to speak. You still got a shot at staying on the straight and narrow. Only problem is the bar. It's not gonna run itself while I'm gone.
Right.
Don't take too long to come back soon.
Hey, mister, how about some reading material?
Oh my goodness, I didn't see you there. May I ask your name, sir? Me, well, I go by Burgard Ziman these days. Oh, Burgard, is it? You're so burly and handsome. Can I call you sir? I'm sorry, may I call you sir? Oh no, don't tell me. Has she already fallen for him? Think you already know the answer, but well, you fall for him? I mean, how could I not? He's just as big and strong. Bet I could poke him full of holes and he'd never leave me. Oops, did I say that out loud? Oh no, you weren't supposed to hear that. Oh, my secret's out. I'm so embarrassed, so embarrassed. Well, you don't have an innocent bone in your body. I'm flattered, miss. Thank you. Unfortunately, I've decided to remain single for the rest of my life. Oh, but sir, we would go together so well. Won't you please reconsider, please? Huh. So much for that romance.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Strange posse you're running with.
Yep. I heard what you guys have been up to lately. Sounds like you made quite the splash over at the old capital. I also heard some stuff about Armada's leadership. Sounds like they had quite the intriguing lineup, to say the least. Did they really have a 130-year-old ageless wonder on their team? What a medical marvel. I'd have loved to get a good look at him. At that age, I bet his body was indestructible and therefore the perfect guinea pig. I bet I could have opened it up any which way I wanted. You sound like you miss him. Word of advice, don't. He ain't worth it. What a freak, saying all that with a straight face.
They're all specially made.
I mean, they're not terrible,
Always be
but
careful when and
not,
how much you use.
not worth that price.
This isn't funny. Come on, spill some blood.
So who's finding? Some gangster and an archaism. Okay.
Seriously?
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey, Candy. You know they hold lots more than just tournaments at the Coliseum. They have all kinds of shows there too. Oh man, if you can catch one of the monster slaying exhibitions, those are just exhilarating. Highly recommend them. But we're not doing anything like that today. Plenty to do here though. Let me fetch you a drink. It'll cheer you right up.
All my stuff is to die for. See you later, handsome.
I like it.
I assume that one girl is around, yes? You know one? Once I found the time, I came running. I went an hour with, no, 2 hours. And if you could put me in the front of the line, I would really appreciate it. Yes, we can, Mr. President. She's been waiting for you with bated breath. Can I also interest you in a bottle of our aphrodisiac? You won't have a hard time having a hard time if you catch my drift. Well, yes, you're right, that would be nice. I'll take 2.
Now then.
Oh, goddess help me, I'm starting to drool. I'm just too excited to see her. That's why I can't stop visiting this place. It gives me everything I need and more. I'm the one who robbed this guy, and he's the head of some big company, but he just can't get enough of this place. Every week he slips through the cracks of his upper crust life just to see me. Oh, it gives me chills. Aphrodisiacs are selling like hotcakes too. It's a good time to be in Zamuria's oldest business, let me tell you.
Wanna get a drink together?
Hey, just wanted to let you know that we found the notebook we were looking for. Thanks for your help back there. Oh wow, you found it, huh? Good. I'm sure he's glad to see it's in safe hands too. Wasn't able to get together with him all that much after our careers took off. I loved shooting the breeze over drinks with him. Had I known this would happen, I would have made more time for him. It's what it is though, nothing I can do about it now. All I can do is cherish those little connections he left behind. I'm only the woman I'm today because Dingo stuck his neck out for me. Edith's gonna feel a little lonely without him around, that's for sure. But there's a lot he gave us both while he was still alive. It's up to us to make sure they all last.
Ooh, you look dangerous. I'd better see you again.
Hey there, come on and have some fun. Just don't get too naughty, alright? Only character who never changed the text. Ah, criminy. That racist school's going on one of his rants again. Does he ever shut up? Just might have a word with that man later. Everybody can appreciate a useful idiot if you catch my drift. I can tell just by looking at him. Poke him in the right place and he falls like a house of cards. Bet I can sucker him just like that. Every festival, the Colosseum down here holds a tournament called the Apex Showdown. It's a hell of a hoot. They kick it off with a monster bloodbath, all kinds of different creatures going at each other. Pretty thrilling stuff, and it makes for as good an excuse to gamble as any. Check it out if you're into that kind of thing.
What'll it be? Come again.
Hey, you two. Oh yeah, the Apex Showdown's only 3 days away. That's why they crown this year's champion. I'm getting pumped up, man. Shit like that's what I call living. This is all I live for now. Real, raw-ass fights with all the pain and thrills you could ever ask for. Bring it on!
Then let's head over.
I think you're a bit smaller than the rest.
This year's almost over already.
Oh, hello Albert. So about Curtis? Agnes explained the situation regarding Curtis. Yeah, that's good to know. I guess now we just have to keep an eye on him. I'll bear that in mind. Good job. I guess even you guys can do a good job every now and then.
Well...
Not a boring day with Lyle around. This is my first Revolution Festival, so I'm hoping to get to really see the sights. Gotta make sure to make a lot of memories to share with my friends back in the Empire. Ah, you're just such a chick magnet, it's unreal. How does he do that? I know, I'm gonna mooch off of... I mean, I'm gonna show more on the festival and learn all his secret techniques. Not sure you can just imitate that. Thank you for your time today. Of course, good work today, everyone. I know the Revolution Festival is almost here, but don't get too excited. Be safe on your way home. You look real cheery today, Miss Sonia. Something could happen? I think Miss Sonia is more pumped for a festival than we are. Oh god, that's not at all, I assure you. Anyway, be safe, everyone. Don't want to get hurt and waste all your hard work for the winter tournament. A blind date on the exact same day as the festival? That's impeccable timing. Oh, how romantic. I guess the goddess hasn't given up on me yet after all. Oh, hello, Agnes. You busy with that part-time job you mentioned? Hello, Mr. Powell. Yes, that's right. You're Agnes' teacher? You look very smart. Mr. Powell teaches history and is in charge of the second-year students. I don't know how smart I really am, but I'll be glad to answer any question you might have. If I know the answer to them, at least. Oh, you're... Arkwright? Van Arkwright? Huh? If you're familiar with Van... Man, figured you would have forgotten all about me already. Nice seeing you, Mr. Powell. Forgotten? Impossible. You just forget students as special as you, Van. It's been 7 long years. I'm glad that despite everything you seem to be doing well. I'm doing fine, thanks. Oh, I guess I made shit real rowdy around here. Sorry about that. Not at all. I do wish I'd been able to do more for you as a teacher. But I guess it's too late for such regrets by now, isn't it? If there's anything I can do for you now, I hope you know. You just have to ask. Appreciate it, but I really am fine. Thanks for the thought, though. It hadn't even occurred to me that Van might have been one of Mr. Powell's students. So Van studied at Aramis? That's new. He did sort of give me that feel. He's just full of surprises, huh? Indeed, he will hopefully be open to discussing it with us sometime in the future. Wasn't that said already? I could swear it was already mentioned that Van was an Aramis student but dropped out after the first year. Hey, Ashino. Funny to see you in front of Aramis. Alright, I was looking for a good spot and I suppose I just ended up here. The location is nice and quiet and the view is just lovely. And not only that, but my food is actually quite popular for students. Well, of course you'd want to snack after classes. You get hungry after so long. No, I think you just don't eat enough, small fry. I imagine the sports club members are especially appreciative. The location is nice and quiet and the view is just lovely. I've been looking for a good spot to set up during the Revolution Festival and this might just be it.
Hello.
Shino's Mix. Seems new.
Thank you.
The Revolution Festival is almost upon us. I can't be all depressed at a time like this. I've been pretty down ever since I heard the news, but it does lift my mood a little, seeing all the students enjoy themselves. Young people's happiness is so infectious, isn't it funny? We to set an example as adults. Kids won't be able to greet the new year right if you're all gloomy. Meow. Pearl. Beasties are always willing to get close to me when I'm anxious. I guess even kittens can tell how people feel.
Okay.
Even if the perpetrators were captured, what happened in Krell cannot be undone. I've been there a few times before, since I used to be border patrol. I risked my life to defend that place, and to think about what happened to it. It's a horrifying weapon that the Mafia used. First was Crossbow's new weapon from last year, and now this. How much further will we take these ghastly weapons? And at this rate, I hope we don't end up destroying the entire continent. Oh, who's the good boy? Oh yes, it's you. Come on, Apollo. Let's take a walk around the neighborhood. What's that? You wanna go play with your friend? Okay. We stop by at the end of the walk.
Now
Welcome to the Edith Grand Cathedral. They're going to be holding a memorial mass for Quail Village. There will also be a memorial service during the festival. Many will come to pay their respects then. It isn't terribly busy right now, which might be ideal for those of a very heart that might want to mourn in a more reserved manner. I do wonder when Sister Philia will be able to handle things, what with a large ceremony coming up. Sister Philia confessed this morning, but I'm not sure what it was about. Still, her faith is unquestionable. I'm sure she will overcome it. Prince Reed, who's come for the Revolution Festival, is staying at Miss Embassy. He comes and goes ever so often. He's been enjoying sightseeing around Edith. It's a little concerning, to be frank, even though I know he has Miss Nage as an escort. But I can't deny that it's quite charming to see the prince cut loose. Him being so easygoing has made him well liked among the embassy staff. So that is the...
This is so soothing.
I'd handled our staff scheduling so that Sister Alicia could be in her hometown to assist her people. And to think that just meant she'd be another victim in the Quail Village tragedy. The least I can wish for her is that she can rest easy, having supported her beloved hometown until the very end. I shall pray for the goddess to bless Sister Alicia and her village. Come to think of it, Sister Philia made a confession to me this morning. Not exactly sure what was bothering her. Can't imagine her faith is anything to confess about. She spoke of reverence, but a word like that doesn't seem to invite sin to me.
Now let us all pray together.
Goddess, thank you for blessing us. Please grant eternal peace to the souls of those who have passed. Miss Goddess Adios, please watch over Daddy and Mommy and me. Mommy, where is Daddy? I forgot to mention, Coolio said he'd arrive a little late. With a festival and now the attack on top of everything, things have been hectic over at the Crossville Consulate. But don't worry, it sounds like everything will be settled before the festivities. We get to spend the festival with Daddy. Hey, I want to spend the festival together with Mommy and Daddy. It's gonna be much fun. I want Daddy to take me everywhere. Sure, darling. We'll have fun today with Daddy to make up for all the time he couldn't be with us while he was working at Arabonia. Coolio and I will be attending the memorial mass on the day of the festival, but we came by today to worship as well. It hardly hurts to offer more prayers for peace for our victims and peace for our future. Besides, I like the cathedral. Honestly, I always have. It's peaceful here. I used to come by when I was still a novice artist to draw the cathedral. It's had a special place in my heart since.
Right.
Mommy draws the cathedral a lot. Her drawings are real popular. But she said those weren't her favorite treasures and that she has something more special. I wonder which painting it would be. She wouldn't tell me. She said it was a secret. Probably one you painted? Well then, I'd best touch base with the Archbishop about the state of things in Rastian. I've been observing the situation there over the last week, and things have thankfully calmed down. The arrest among the elites has caused quite the turmoil, but the Archbishop has put in a lot of effort to calm the situation. Though they still seem rather hostile to Edith Grand Cathedral. Yeah, was are these two? These are the new core members for the Revolution Festival. As always, I'm in charge of a core. The festival draws near, so let's give it our best effort. The Congregation for the Sacraments should be able to handle things, at least to a certain extent. You and Burger should take some time to rest. This was the subway area. Okay, we've got finals of the festival and we've got to start planning the school festival after that too. Both are student council of the clubs will keep me very busy. Ah, I'd finally forgotten about the exams. Why did you have to remind me? Things will be really hectic for you, huh? Make sure you don't miss the Revolution Festival. We take great inspiration from it for our own school festival. An excellent idea. I have a little experience planning events like these, but I endeavor to make sure this tea party is most exquisite. I was hoping you told a kennel to Genius after my transfer, or to Force considering I heard from Tita. And yes, Odette, Sasha, I have high hopes for you. Oh, I don't like that. It's gonna be weird. I can feel it. I'm gonna be busy anyway, but seeing Ren get so into this is a little scary. Well, we don't have time to dawdle. On you guys to a new year. Of course. Isn't Ren being a little scary? She looks pretty serious about this. Let's pull through this, Agnes. We can't let this or exams win. Yes, we'll get through this together, Odette. Alright, student council, let's get back in gear. There's a lot of club events coming up, but I think I prioritize getting the basketball club ready for this winter's nationals. I'm the captain after all. It's on me to lead them to victory.
Right.
Almost festival time.
Our student body is sharper than I gave him credit for. Quite a delightful tea party we have on our hands. I was hoping they'd hold a candle to Genius after my transfer, or to Force, considering I heard about it from Tita. I'm expecting a lot from you, Agnes. Don't disappoint me, alright? Of course. Well, that's comforting, but also laying the pressure on a little thick.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
My ardent passion shone through today as I bought one of Holland's masterpieces. Holland endeavors wholeheartedly every day to deliver us the sweetest treats. It's our duty as customers with our body and soul to purchasing and enjoying his confections. Our duty as customers is a weird expression.
Looking to buy something?
A tart sounds good. And the macaron.
See you again.
God, the last thing I want to do for this episode is
Taking off now.
listen to the radio.
And now, a news break. Hope you're having a good one, listeners. Today's news briefing comes to us straight from the Tyrell Times. President Gramhart revealed 2 events for this year's Revolution Festival: a memorial service and a showcase of next-generation military equipment. The announcement has made waves not only within Calvert, but across Zemuria, a sign that this is set to be a boisterous one even by its standards. And now we bring you the weather. How's it looking for us?
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout the Republic. The upcoming weather appears to be getting in the festive spirit, as clear skies are once again predicted throughout the Revolution Festival. I'm sure we'll see scores of citizens out enjoying the day well worth celebrating when the time comes.
Thanks for the update. Here we are with the latest in traffic.
Yes, these are the most recent reports on the road courtesy of the Calvert Roadway Information Center. Traffic is heavy across Calvert as people from throughout the country make their way to Edith to take part in the Revolution Festival. In particular, traffic restrictions will be enacted in the Auber District in preparation for the festivities.
That's all we have for now.
Yep, all we have for now, all we have for this episode. Until next time, when we continue taking our rounds through Edith, I'm Mason. Don't get lost.